Hey there, happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to give everybody a minute to hop on, but today we are talking about 3 things that I would do if I were you in order to help you have success in the new year. So if you are watching this live, please comment Team Live. If you're watching this replay, please comment Team Replay. I'm going to help to drop all of those knowledge bombs on you today. I've got my water here. I just had a snack. We're making dinner, then running errands this evening. What's on your to-do list? Do you have anything fun? Are you hanging out making Christmas cookies? Harriet, thanks for joining. Amy, thanks for being here. I know there's a couple other people said that they were going to join us live, and then we're going to dive right in. So this actually came as an inspiration for another business coach that I follow. She's been really helpful as far as refining programs and making sure that I'm giving you guys what you are looking for. You know, expanding our product suite, giving you more masterclasses and programs beyond just one-on-one coaching to help to make sure that we are giving you all the opportunities that you want or need as far as working together. Amy says, hey, Emily, making dinner. Harriet's Team Live, Amy's Team Live. Awesome. So this is something where she was like, here are some content ideas. And I was like, wow, this is a really good idea. So it actually went up on Instagram yesterday, but I didn't do any talking about it. I just posted it and I shared a reel with it as well. So 3 things that I would do if I were you, if you're going, I'm planning on changing your health and nutrition in the next year. Number 1, I want you to ask yourself, and you might need a journal when you are doing this, but ask yourself, what exactly is your goal, your focus, or your intention for next year? What do you want to achieve? What is realistic? What is going to happen? Where do you want to be in a year from now? Because we need to have direction. We need to have something to work towards, something to help get us started, because there's nothing worse than hopping in the car and saying, I don't know where we're going. I don't know when I'm going to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but we're going. You don't get anywhere. You're driving in circles. So if we don't know what exactly our goal, our focus, or our intention is going to be, we don't know when we've achieved that goal. We don't know when we've arrived at that focus or that intention. And we also have a hard time keeping our focus on getting there too. We need that direction. We need that accountability. We need to know, when should I expect to be there? Where do I want to be? How can I measure my success? This goes back to SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And I might have switched a couple of them up to from what they actually are. But SMART goals are another way that you can ask yourself, what am I going to be doing over this next year to help me be successful? Where am I going? What is my intention? Number 2, after we figure out where we're going, what we're doing, what our intention is, so we're not just driving in our car aimlessly, we have to figure out what our plan is in order to get there, in order to achieve the goal. Because you can say, I'm going to work on increasing my strength next year. I'm going to go to the gym more. I'm going to work out more. I am going to work on fat loss. I'm going to work on weight loss. I'm going to work on my relationship with food. Whatever it is. We have to know how we are going to get there, because a goal without a plan is really just a dream. And if you don't have that pathway of like, what's going to be needed, or what am I expecting to come across along that way, we have a really hard time staying on task, staying on focus, staying on goal, or staying with that intention too. So figure out what your plan is to be able to achieve that. Maybe you're breaking it down into a new skill or goal that you want to master each month. Maybe it is setting a deadline or a timeline of like 6 months in, I'm going to do a check-in with myself in June and say, what am I doing right now? How am I feeling? Where am I going? Is this thing working for me? We have to know what that path is going to be along with what that endpoint is. Restrictive diets, is that something that you're wanting to do? If you feel like that might be the way to achieve your goal, just remembering that what you do to lose the weight will have to be what you do to keep it off. So if you're like, I'm going to do keto again, or I'm going to do intermittent fasting, you're going to have to live with that lifestyle to be able to continue to see that end result. Or if it's changing your habits and your lifestyle with us, being a part of NWE, figuring out how can I do this? Maybe it's not through one-on-one coaching. Maybe it's through our programs. Maybe it's through our masterclass. Maybe it's through our masterclass membership, where you're getting all of those the masterclasses every month. But we have to know, what is that route? How am I getting there? Bring out that map and saying, which is the next turn that I need to take? What is our plan to be able to achieve it? And that's going to take some thinking too. You might have to ask people for opinions or ask people for support, which really brings us to our next point. But figuring out what that endpoint is going to be and figuring out what your goal is and how we're going to get there is going to take some thought process, which is great because we still have 2.5 weeks left in the year. So you have the time. It's just making the time for it. And last part of this is, I want you to start arranging or taking notes on what you need to be successful. So after you figured out your goal, how you want to get there, what's that modality or what's that mode of getting there? We also have to figure out, what do you need? Is it on your team, in your house, in your home, to help you be successful? Do you need a gym membership? Do you need to work with us through our coaching, our one-on-one coaching? Do you need to communicate with your partner what your goal is so that they can help to keep you accountable? But you have to figure out who is going to be on your team and who's going to support you in order for that to be successful. Is it buying more cookbooks? Is it subscribing to an app that might help you as far as for meal planning? Is it maybe making an accountability group with your neighbors of you can go out and walk? But that's going to be one of the biggest pieces to help keep you on that goal or that plan that you've made, as well as getting you closer to your goal too. So those are the 3 things that I would be doing now if I were you. There are nothing about changes for this year. You're not going through and we're not changing anything with your nutrition right now. It would be great if you decided to start exercising more, or if you decided to start changing your nutrition now. But most people, we don't have that mental capacity at this moment. Fortunately, we've had 3 people join NWE over the past 10 days who said, you know what, I have the time, I have the energy, I have the focus, I want to get this done. But not everybody does right now. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. It's a lot going on. I walked into the gym today and I walked out 20 minutes later because I just wasn't feeling it. So start thinking about, where are you going to be going in 2023? What's that path? What's that end result that you want to be doing and sitting here at your desk or at your counter on December 13th of 2023? What needs to help you, or what needs to go into that plan? How are you going to achieve it? And then what's also going to be that backup? What's going to be that support? What needs to happen with that plan in order for you to be successful? So I'm rooting for you. We're cheering for you. We'll be back next week. Maybe we'll talk a little bit of holiday navigation, making Christmas easier for you. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to send us a message. We do have open spots if you want to join the 3 people that have already joined NWE in December. We do have open spots for you to join us as well and get started right away. Just shoot a message. We'll talk more about your goals and getting you started. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you back here next week.